Hey Stunning Fam, this is Sarah back with another DIY video. Today you are going to be watching Brandon create a horseshoe wine holder. He did use used horseshoes, so the first thing that he did was make sure that the wine fit through the horseshoes. Next, Brandon used a knotted steel cup brush on the grinder to smooth out the steel. Due to rust and rough edges, he does need bare steel in order to weld the horseshoes. When welding, the most important thing is to stay safe. Some ways that you can do this is by wearing a welding helmet, wearing long sleeves so that you don't get burned, and wearing welding gloves. Continue to wear the gloves even 10 minutes after the steel has been welded. As you can see in the video, Brandon is using a steel plate to place the horseshoes on and weld on. He's also using a clamp for the ground that is connected to the steel that he is welding. This clamp does need to be connected to the steel that is welding in order for the welder to even turn on. In order to make sure that the horseshoes are properly welded together, Brandon does weld the front and then he turns it over and welds the back as well. As you can see in the video, Brandon creates like this triangle style with the horseshoes. So he's actually going to do this twice because one horseshoe is going to hold the bottom of the wine bottle and the other horseshoe is going to hold the top of the wine bottle. Next, Brandon measured the wine bottle to determine how long he would need to cut the pieces of rebar. He cut 2 pieces because one is going to go on the left side of the holder and then one is going to go on the right side of the holder. He did use a grinder to make the cuts of the rebar. After Brandon cut the rebar, Brandon went back to the horseshoes and smoothed out all the parts that were welded. Next, Brandon used these red magnets to keep the horseshoes standing up straight. And he did this so that he would be able to weld the rebar to the horseshoes. Lastly, Brandon spray painted the horseshoe wine holder with black spray paint, and that is the final product. We hope that you enjoyed this video, and we will see you guys next week.